Welcome back to DextorPlays. I got some stuff going on in the background. I need to chat with y'all. I think I mentioned a few episodes ago that I went on a trip to Disney World, and my laptop got dropped, and I had some damage. The motherboard is got damage to it, so the keyboard's not working, and a few other things are having issues. So I was still able to get some of the recordings out, but as it turns out, it's I'm now having mic problems, and I've attempted to make recordings for the current series for the past couple of days. I've been trying to get a decent recording out, and I can't. And in fact, this might actually have samples of the video or the audio problems that I've been having, which sounds a lot like that's what it sounds like right there. That was me actually doing it, but so I think I got a new computer coming, and I think I'm gonna have to wait for it. We'll see how that goes. I bought an Alienware computer. It's a Dell computer. I've got other Dell computers for one of the businesses that I support, and I find the next business day repairs for professional level just unbeatable. My current system, I have problems. When I first got it, I had problems, and I had to RMA it. I didn't even get to use it, and it was 6 weeks after they sent it back. And when they sent it back, it had a video card problem. Initially, it still had a video card problem. I had to send it back again, lost another 6 weeks for that. It was crazy how long I had to wait for it. So, yeah, not a happy camper about all of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wait until that new system comes in, and then I'll move into doing the recordings again. But it might mean that I'm going to have no recordings on the channel here for a couple of weeks. So bear with me. Send all your well wishes and your thoughts, your prayers, and hopefully we can get all this stuff up and going and running again. In addition to that, I have been trying to do some more work around editing. I found who was it? Guns, Nerds, and Steel, who does some 7 Days to Die stuff, just does some incredible editing, and he's really kicking up my desire to try to do a better level of editing. My editing right now doesn't take me a whole lot of time. For an hour video or for an hour recording, it usually takes me about 40 minutes or 30 minutes, somewhere in there, to cut the thing down to it. But that's not the kind of editing that guy's doing. He's spending most of his day on an episode, and I'm trying to figure out maybe I should do that too, because what I've got going is just not. It's not enough. I think, if you're interested in the gameplay, like in the XCOM series, it's easy to just overlook the fact that there's not a whole lot of editing in that. It's just the gameplay, and in fact, I think that's actually what a lot of people are looking for in those games, is to see. I've played this, it's driving me nuts. How's somebody doing that? My Rebuild 3 series is like that. But I don't think the 7 Days to Die stuff is quite the same. There is points where people want to understand just how did you do, what is it that you're choosing for your mods and why, or there's some other nuances within 7 Days, and that's really what I tend to focus on is, what are the nuances about a game that will help you with your gameplay. It's not usually... my main focus is not to be the entertaining guy and make you laugh all the time, though that's certainly important. It's about sharing the gameplay's things that I figured out and demonstrate it through gameplay that, this stuff works. Well, I think I'm going to have to start adding more things to it, try to get creative. So let me know what you think about some of that. Especially if you've been a long-time viewer, why do you watch? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate every person who watches the channel, but give me some feedback about what it is you do like, so I don't lose something that's working out for you guys, because you've been sticking around, and I'd rather make sure I do stuff that makes the folks who are watching, happy with the content more so than go off and grab some people and just leave you all behind. That's not who I am or what I'm about. So let me know what you think about the channel. Also, the other thing is I'm starting to work on getting a Patreon going, and if you have some ideas of what you'd like to see in Patreon, both on tiers and things that you like to get out of a Patreon, I've been considering things like I tend to record and post up to a week's worth of content. I could make that available under Patreon early, so that, you know, if you want to binge, you can. I think also most of the documentation that I use for creating my videos and running the channel, I have documentation on my configuration and all the items I have to make sure are in place so that things seem to work, even when my mic's not working. I can make all that stuff available. Another thing I was thinking about, you know, this channel doesn't really make any money as far as the advertisement goes. I don't have a lot of views, and in all honesty, I think I pull in like about $3 a month or something like that. I'm not doing it for the money, I'm doing it for the fun, but it would be nice to, of course, make some money. I'm thinking that if I do start to expand on this, maybe I post a financial breakdown if something, you know, like, especially if there's a Patreon. I can make it a Patreon available only thing where each month I do a breakdown on what income came in and where did the money go to, just so for people who like to, you know, are thinking about doing YouTube, they can get an idea of the expenses. There's a few channels out there that do that, not too many. So, and I think that's because people don't want to share, especially if, you know, you turn out big and you're bringing in, you know, $300,000. Where did it all go? Well, you know, you start hiring bodies, you start paying payroll, and I think some of that might be interesting. But let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and finish this thing off. This, by the way, in the background is Creeper World. It's a game that is from Knucklecracker. It's a whole series of games they've got. They all have a similar feel to them. Some of them are 2D scrollers, a few of them, you know, this is the 3D. The whole objective in the background here is to take out this blue creep that is multiplying from different places. Like, that's a creep emitter, so that's continuously putting out creep. And if you zoom in on it, you can kind of see there's a little thing as it goes up, and there's a lot of fluid mechanics in this game. So as it fills up, it starts to fill up all the low-level areas and then starts coming up. And you can put out some stuff to, like, push it back and make it go, you know, to destroy it. And that's, you know, you pick up some energy by putting these little things down. They capture land, and that green land becomes power that you can use up there and generate it. I mean, if this is something that you think is an interesting game, let me know. I can always put that up here. I tend to play this a lot on my own. There's not only this, there's a lot of mods and it's a really big map environment for people who create their own maps to play. And there's also variants where you can actually play as the creeper instead of playing as this guy trying to get out here. I think you can actually grab that little info cache and learn how to do something. What did I learn how to do? Hierarchy. Install and execute? Yes. Creeper nullification. Okay, so I got a nullifier? Yeah, I got a nullifier. Okay. What else here? Cannons. Cannons they shoot directly. They remove a little bit of creeper. They shoot whatever creeper is closest to them. Mortars, as you can see, they throw a thing over and they blow up a lot of creep, and they can go down deep. So these things tend to target areas where there's a lot of creep. So if you just put mortars down, thin layers of creep like this start to come up and they'll take them out. So you need the cannons to protect them for that. Nullifiers will keep this emitter from doing any more emitting, and then you can capture the planet, the map, and then here's your objectives. For me, it's just nullify this one and then activate the two totems. There's a totem there, and there's a totem there. And you can also grab these guys and move them in if you want to, like this. So that allows you to do kind of an approach and a creep on them. It's a fun game. If you haven't seen this one, this is definitely a game I'd recommend trying out. But with all of that said, take care. Bye-bye.
creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows, I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a